Let's welcome in the winner of This Weekend in Foxborough, Aaron Plessinger. What's up, AP? How are you, man?
Cowboy.
Hey, I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm actually trying to put together a car seat that I took apart a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And this is more confusing than trying to navigate the ruts in Foxborough. I'm pretty sure.
Oops, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, right? Yeah. Hey, man, good job. And like Kiefer was talking earlier, like obviously you're good in the mud. We know that, your attitude, you're happy with it, and that's part of it. You're obviously really good in the mud. Getting the start was huge. But Kiefer had a really good point earlier in the show. Like, dude, you were just chilling. Like it did look like you were going slow, but you were lining yourself up, finding a rut, and just
took your time.
Yeah, took your time.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I did all day long. I mean, in practice too, like it wasn't as bad as the night show, but I don't know. In those conditions, I just don't freak out. You know what I mean? I just don't like go wide open and try and run the greatest lap time ever. I just slow down and just try to think. And usually that helps out a lot. But no, it was a good ride. Like it was a good day overall. Like I was just kind of chilling, having a good day, and you know, lo and behold, we're racing. And, it was just good.
So you do like tell yourself, hey, calm down, like go slow. Like you have to tell yourself that, or it's just the way it is, like the way you ride, or do you have to sort of remind yourself that?
Sometimes I have to remind myself of that. Like in the heat race, for instance, like when I got in second, I was like trying way too hard to go catch Shane.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, 15 seconds out in front of me. And I was like, dude, just chill. Like fourth gate pick is not bad at all. Or third gate pick is not bad at all. So I just tell myself that and like, just kind of, I don't know, maneuver. Once I tell myself that, I maneuver so much more different than if I'm going wide open, you know?
There was before the mechanics area, you were the only one like cruising around the berm, cutting it back in, and you had your own fucking line to do that double. No one was doing that.
Oh, dude, yeah, and I didn't figure that out until I was passing a lapper. I can't remember who it was, but I was passing a lapper, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go outside. And then their line went into mine, so I hit the brakes, and I just looked to my left, and, dude, it was as flat as you can, like, flat as...
all fresh.
Yeah, it was so fresh. And after that, it seemed like nobody took that line. And so I just made my little roundabout line, and it was perfect because I was having such a hard time hitting that double.
Yeah.
And once I figured that line out, it was like, it was easy.
I just thought it was unique because it reminded me back in the day, like when you were a kid and used to build your own tracks in the yard or something, you're riding, you didn't want to mess up the berm, and you had your own little line, and I just see AP out there going wide, cutting back in, and I see this rut going up. I go, dude, that's AP's rut. No one's even going in that thing. That's yours. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
You talked a little bit about on the podium about how California, when you're in California, you're just down and out. And you're like, man, it's rough for me right now, and I didn't know how to pull myself out of that. Can you talk a little bit more about that and where you were, you know, in your mind space?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was not in a very good place. You know, I was trying to like convince myself I was, and still trying to have fun and smiling and whatever, but it was a bad spot that I was in, and I actually reverted to listening to like motivational videos.
Oh wow!
Like I don't know if you guys heard of like Eric Thomas.
Oh yeah,
like the motivational speaker. Yeah. I would go. I was staying in Newport. I would turn his videos on and literally drive from Newport to Marietta, and this was probably 2, maybe 3 weeks in, and I would do that every single drive I made. So probably for I don't know, 2 weeks I was I was just driving for an hour and a half straight, just listening to his videos. And I mean, it didn't help me like immediately, but I think it helped me just to kind of stay in the moment and not really give up on myself, because after the 2 last place finishes, I was like, what am I doing? I was just like, what is going on here? And I just had to remind myself, like, I'm good. I'm like really good. And this is just a rough patch I'm going through, and it'll come out sometime soon. But for right now, you're gonna struggle, and it's not gonna be fun. So, yeah, it was almost every day I had to convince myself that I was good on a dirt bike, and I wasn't falling off. So, yeah, and then all it took was that finish at Daytona.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say just to kind of turn it around for me.
Yeah, I was asking. Someone was asking Ian or something. Hey, is there bike struggles or what's going on with Aaron? And he's like, no, same bike. Same everything that he had last year when he had the red plate, and it wasn't really anything that anybody could think of as far as what it was. It was just like you said, between the ears a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 100% between the ears, and like I was good. Like going up to A1, I was good, and A1's A1, so I didn't really think anything of that, like 9th place, whatever. But after I crashed in San Diego, that kind of, I was like not pumped with myself after that. And then after I ran into Dylan and tore my throttle cable off, that like hurt my pride even more. And I was just like, what is this? Like, where am I going with this? And then yeah, I don't know. I have such good people around me to, like make me know that I'm good at riding dirt bikes. That helped during the week. But, when I went home, it was up to me to kind of try to dig myself out of the hole that I had dug for myself. So,
jeez.
No, it was tough. It was really, really, really tough. And this win this weekend, like it made it so much better. Even especially it was
you got $100,000.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. That, and then it just like I don't know, for those few weeks I was struggling to get back to where I am now. Is like I'm like, man, it's such a monkey off the back, and just like I can breathe now.
Yeah.
I'm back to where I should have been at Anaheim.
Yeah, you've been riding a lot better even without this win. Like even if you'd gotten, third this weekend or whatever, you've been riding a lot better. Your starts are on point.
Great, yeah.
Starts are on point. You look so much better. And Blake, a little bit about working with these guys mentally like that, right? Where it's not coming together, and then
yeah, for sure. I was actually going to say, like you're always a good interview, and I noticed just looking at your emotions on the podium this weekend, it was different. Like you weren't so jokey and laughy and stuff. It was almost more like an emotional win, and I'm sure you had just everything that you've been struggling with at the beginning part of the season just kind of just falling off your shoulders, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it was just like I was, trying to be so in the moment, but like overall, like all I could think about was, man, what, like from how I started to like being on top of the podium, that's literally all I could think about. And I really almost couldn't talk like on the podium. I told Will I was kind of getting emotional, but it was real. Like I had no words to put out how it felt. It just felt so good and so relieving that I was back up there, and going back, a month or two, and I was just like, I was struggling so bad, and then, I was getting sick and this and that, and I was just like in my head, like, man, I don't know, like if I don't pick this up, where am I going to go? And that's all I could think about. And and too, like the team, they've been working so hard, and over the off season, and for me and Chase and everybody, I just like for me to go out and not score any points. I took that hard because I've been watching them, and they are working day in and day out for us, and they don't deserve that kind of result. And like, I was thinking more so on that line than myself. Like, I was bummed on myself for sure, but I was more bummed for the team, knowing that they gave me a good enough bike to win, and I'm out there, floundering around.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Aaron, you don't get. It's really ridiculous, but you get 0 points for 22nd place now. It's so stupid.
Right.
And AP got 22nd the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the 2 weeks out of the first 3, and literally had 0 points. Yeah.
Look at this is on a much lower scale. When we did that stupid, I went to go race the nationals, right? And MCR brought their whole truck out.
Right.
This when AP's talking about watching the guys work, they're putting all the work in. You almost feel like, dude, I owe it to these guys, and this is their job. Granted, if AP's there or not, but you put it on yourself.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even deserve this shit right now because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
So it's hard because I think us fans sometimes can't relate to that, but you guys are walking a fine line between I'm going to have the greatest day or I'm going to have the worst fucking night ever. Like. And that just shit flows downhill. Then he goes home, family, and he's depressed, but he has to put on a face. Like, I think about all this as a normal human being. You have a bad day at work. You come home, you might talk to your wife about it a little bit, but this guy has to get up next day, go grind again, and has to go win again. The pressure is always there. So that's why I think we need something like a Netflix special to see the day in and day out. AP would be such a great guy, because he wears his heart on his sleeve, and you see the emotions, you hear what he's talking about, and a lot of us can relate to you, dude.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I would love to, express everything through a TV show for sure. I think a lot more people would be able to see a lot more behind the scenes, and it would be a little bit different than what these guys do on the YouTube stuff. But I think they would get the nitty gritty and down and dirty stuff. And I think a lot more people would appreciate, how we do things.
Oh, I got one question before Blake jumps in here. Did you get stuck? Did you fall over? Did you have any moments there? Cause we didn't watch much of it on TV. Like, did you have any moments?
Dude, the only moment I had, right, was after the mechanics area, that table thing, got through that clean, and I went over the next double, and I didn't jump it, I rolled it, and I got kind of cross-rutted and was pointing like off the track in the heat race, and I just had to kind of like wheelie my bike and make me go straight again.
Okay, yeah,
dude, that was the only moment that I had all night.
Okay, not so bad.
I guess because I was just like I was thinking a lot. I just had a lot of time to think and just go where I wanted. So it wasn't like I was pushing it to the edge, getting sketchy.
Right.
AP. So like the win on Saturday was cool and all, but what I really want to know is how was Griffin and Jake's football game tonight?
It was sick, actually. Griff had a sick run, and then Jake, I think scored 2 touchdowns.
Oh wow!
And then they were playing some pretty good kids tonight, so they put the smack down on them.
Very good.
Nice.
It was awesome.
And then my other question is, I don't mean to pile on with more of the GNCC talk, but we know your dad is a 2-time GNCC champion, and just kind of tell me like what like growing up when you're on 65s and 85s and stuff, like how much trail riding did he do with you?
Oh, dude, a lot. Like pretty much from when I was like, I don't know, from when I can remember riding a dirt bike until I think when I got on big bikes, he slowed down pretty big. But dude, almost every time I would ride, he would ride. Like, not at the races or whatever, but every time I would ride, just go out and ride. Most of the time, he would ride, and it was it was actually funny. I was hurt. I tore my ACL in 2010, and during that summer, I wasn't really doing anything, and he was still riding a little bit. And I actually went out to the track with him to be his kind of watchdog, if you will. Like, I was just watching him ride, and it was just a reverse kind of thing for me. But it was, a lot of the times growing up, he would ride as I would ride. And then as I got older, he kind of slowed down. And then one of my buddies was actually riding with him at a track we owned in Georgia. And he ended up, they were riding trails. He ended up catching his front brake on a vine coming down a hill. And it flipped him off the bike and smacked him into a tree. Like, I think it was sideways. And the bike came and hit him in the hips and actually separated his hips.
Oh.
And so he had to get an external fixator, holding his hips together, because pretty much he I think they said it was like having a baby, but for a dude.
Oh, damn.
How the chick's hips separate and then they come back together.
Yeah. Oh.
His just needed a little help coming back together.
Gosh,
damn.
Dang.
Well, yeah, we've covered this before. Like, you've told us on the show, you had GNCC guys posters on your walls and shit. It's this Supercross motocross thing wasn't even what you were looking at. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then Weege told us a funny story on a review pod where you were like, "We're GNCC. What are we doing here on the podium?"
Dude, yeah. I looked to my left and he was there, and I was like, "Dude, what? Like, how did we even get here?" Because I was telling him, dude, he interviewed me. I think the first time he interviewed me was probably maybe 05 or 06.
Okay.
And we would all scrunch on the podium. It was I don't know, it was 65, 7-9, all the way up to 85, 12-13. And all of us would scrunch up on the podium, and then Jason would come around and talk to every one of us, the top three are the winners of each class. And it's just funny to see how far we came, and he's pretty much been there the whole way, just growing alongside us, or alongside each other, but separate lives.
Yeah, no,
it was
for sure.
just funny to me.
Yeah, it is neat. It was a really funny story. I actually had this question written down before we got into the pressure and the down in the dumps the way you were earlier this year, but everybody does know you as this awesome dude, great mood, got a great fan base. So, what is the worst part of your job, AP? Is it just what we talked about earlier, not getting the results and the pressure that people don't see? What for Aaron Plessinger? What's the worst part of this gig? Because you do seem like a guy who you really appreciate. What's going on in your life.
Dude, that's one of the hardest questions, probably, because there is not really a bad part to this job for me anyways.
Right.
Training is whatever, and doing the day in, day out thing, it's whatever, but whenever I think about it, I could be doing something that I don't love to do and go to work not happy every day. And for me, dude, I love dirt bikes. I love everything about them, and for me to get to ride a dirt bike and make a living doing it, it is.
Yeah.
I get speechless when I talk about it. I get mind blown every time I think about it. It's just, it's insane. And I would I don't know, 15 years ago, if you would have asked me if I was going to be a professional dirt bike racer, I would have probably looked at you pretty weird, and been I don't know if that's my gig yet. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, and I think probably the worst part about this is I would say the airports on the weekends. That's really
Shit.
the
For sure.
the worst thing I could come up with, because really everything is awesome about my job.
Yeah, I got to say, I'm with you. Next year's my 30th year going to the races, and if I could just stay out of the airports, AP, I would love my job so much more. Like, I already do like it, and I appreciate it, but holy shit, yeah.
I honestly think that's what wears these guys out more than the riding and the training.
The traveling, the hours,
travel.
hour change, the time changes and things like that.
Yeah,
You mean? Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, coming home from Seattle, I actually, a lot of us took a red eye back from Seattle, and then it's like waking up or not even waking up. You don't really sleep. You sleep what you can on the plane, and then getting off the plane the next day. It's just like, it's taxing, man. It is so taxing, and then you chance getting sick and this and that, and yeah. But travel is probably the thing that makes me the most tired, for sure.
I mean, if you didn't have a bunch of cheap asses around Baker's Factory, you guys could go in on like a private thing, But
I know. He's like,
I
Orlando
tell
Airport,
him.
here we go again.
Yeah.
Every single week.
I tell them, dude, every day I'm in the shop, man. I let them have it, but
Yep.
Rick and Malk and Justin, they don't.
Yeah, Bam's
they don't
cheap.
want to do it.
Nope. Bam's
Just bum rush Cooper's PJ, dude.
Yeah, Jacob. Yeah. No, he's going out of Tallahassee. So you're
okay.
screwed there.
Yeah, I'd have to drive 4 hours, so that would like defeat the purpose.
Renthal bringing you Aaron Plessinger, the winner of Foxborough here on the Pulp Show. AP, what's the contract situation like for you? How's that going for next year and all of that? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, without trying to give it away, I don't know if I can talk about it.
Okay.
As of right now, it's really good.
Is it a good
That's
place?
all I'll
Yeah.
say.
Okay. Yeah. Is it a good place or a bad place?
It's a good place
Okay.
right now.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
Yep.
and I'm super happy. If I knew I could tell you guys, I would so tell you right now.
So
Okay.
what is it? Okay, let's read this.
Well, yeah, he's
okay.
staying. He's staying.
He's staying.
He's
That's-
staying. Yeah,
okay.
that's what. I mean, that's what I would say.
Right.
But look, Barsha's up, Malcolm's up, Aaron's up, Chase is up, Kenny is up. Like it's kind of gnarly behind the scenes right now with what's going on. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if I'm KTM,
You
I
better-
want you back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, especially after realizing that you don't suck anymore.
Not even that. Like, I was talking about this with someone else. Like, sure, AP won, right?
Yeah.
But AP winning Saturday night, did that sell KTMs? You could say yes, you could say no. But what would sell KTMs? AP himself.
Yes.
That is what sells bikes.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know. Kenny wins on a Suzuki. Is that selling Suzukis? Fuck no. That's not selling
Yeah.
Suzukis. Kenny would sell Suzukis. Like, so having KTM keep AP is so smart on so many levels. One, he's a good dude. Two, he can win races, obviously, right?
Yeah.
We just saw that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's pay the man. Let's pay the man.
I agree. Speaking of that, speaking of getting paid, did you get fined or get in trouble for the Earnhardt jersey at Daytona?
Oh no, dude.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, that's another thing about these guys, which is so great. I love my team. With me, like, I told Steph before I went on the podium, I was like, I'm wearing this shirt, and if anybody has a problem with it, tell them to call me. Tell them to call me. If they call you about it, tell them to call me, because I'll take the hit for it, because I am wearing this shirt for sure.
We were just discussing on one of my shows. We're like, I wonder if he got a talking to or a small fine. Not that you care, but like we were just wondering. Yeah,
Oh no, and in return, I found myself on Dale Jr.'s podcast in May 13th, I think it is.
Oh really?
It's
Oh
the
wow!
weekend.
Oh, you're coming in.
It's a Tuesday. It's the Tuesday after.
Oh, dude,
That's sick.
that's
The
sick.
Tuesday after Salt Lake.
Okay.
So I'm flying straight to Charlotte, going up there, getting on the podcast.
Dude, that's
badass.
awesome. No, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. Look what that jersey got, because I know he tweeted about it and
Thank
everything
you.
else, and
Right.
then good for you. Yeah, you'll be a
Yeah,
hit.
thank you.
He's gonna love you. He's gonna really get a hold.
Do you know him at all, AP?
No. So actually, who set it up was do you guys know Noah Gragson?
Yeah, the NASCAR guy.
So
Yep.
yeah. So me and him are pretty good buddies, and after Daytona, he hit me up and was like, "Do you have any interest in going on Dale's podcast?" And I was like, 1,000,000% yes. Yeah. No question about it. And he was like, he literally texted me, and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna put you and him in a group text, and we'll go from there." And he did it. About 10 minutes later, he texted me in this 704 number, and Dale Jr. writes back.
It was Dale Jr.
Hell yeah.
I shit you not, I was sweating. Dude, I was sweating. My hands were clammed up, and it took me like 15 minutes to respond because I just didn't know what to say.
He didn't want to be too eager.
Oh my God! I was like, I don't know.
Hey man, don't be like a weird super fan here.
Give it a day. Text him in a day, dude. Relax.
I was just like,
Play cool,
oh my
play cool.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
play it cool.
Yeah, play it cool, man. Don't scare him away. Oh, that's awesome. That's really funny.
It
No,
was crazy.
that'll be good, man. That'll be great for our sport to put you there in front of that
I mean,
audience.
I don't even
Yeah.
listen to it, but I'll listen to that episode.
Oh yeah. I'll listen. Dale Jr. does seem cool. He seems like a good dude.
And he likes a lot of the same music you and I like.
Yeah. No, he's a big Matt Good fan.
Yeah.
The guy who does our lead singer,
Yep.
our lead song for this show, Canadian guy, and Dale Jr. and him know each other. So, all right, we got some people on hold waiting to talk to Aaron Plessinger, the big winner from Foxborough. First up, it's Rob. Rob, what's up? You said you got a story for AP?
Yeah, man. Congrats, AP, on the win. It's awesome to see you turn it around this year, dude. Got a funny story for you. Been moto my whole life, but I've never been able to get my wife to watch motocross or supercross with me on Saturdays, so it's always been a nuisance. Detroit 2023, she just happened to be watching with me and saw that and the heartbreak and the story and couldn't believe what she was watching unfold on TV. And next thing you know, she's watching every race with me, rooting for Aaron Plessinger over here. So making Saturdays a lot better for us.
There we go. Yeah.
That is
you fast
awesome.
forward a year to January 20th, 2024, the night you won. She's going into labor with our firstborn as the main event's coming on. And I think you were looking sporty that night, man. And we're about to head out the door, and she was like halfway through the main, and she looks at me, she goes, "Fuck no, we're going to watch this through because he's going to take this home."
No.
So she's
Oh
she
my.
was over on the couch watching Aaron Plessinger take it home. And
Got to
just
put this
funny
baby
story.
off. AP's winning.
Oh, man.
That's great.
Dude, fast forward another year, and we're sitting here watching you win again with our little 1-year-old. So it's really cool. Saturdays are for Supercross, and it's all because of Aaron Plessinger in our house.
Wow.
Did you name him Aaron?
Dude, that is awesome.
Is it
No, actually, we named him Daxton Deegan Bennick.
Stop it. Get out
No,
of
you
here.
didn't.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Hey, it's
Dude,
called
that is amazing.
it's called POP.
Yeah.
Power Plessinger right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, that's cool. That's a good story, Rob.
Man, that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Fuck yeah, man. He's
Thank
got a
you-
little
thank you
mullet
for
just
letting
like
me
you,
know
so.
about that, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Rob.
That's great.
POP.
We are going to wait for this baby because AP is leading. Before we let you go, AP, we got to get our correspondent in here, our weekly correspondent. We pay him huge money to come on. It's Phil Nicoletti. What's up, Philip?
Steven, what's up, AP?
How we doing, brother?
I wish I was doing as good as you with an extra $100K in the bank account, but hey,
Phil, you are good in the mud. You might have done well at Foxborough, you know?
I mean, I'm not AP good in the fucking mud.
No,
though.
you're not. You're not. But you have made the podium before at mud races.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. I just, I would have gotten AP's position and fucking threw it away and choked, you know?
Dude, I feel like this mud was your kind of mud, Phil. Because
dude.
after it stopped raining, it got so thick, and it reminded me of like Unadilla so much, where when you put your foot down, it wants to just yank you off the bike.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you know, some younger skills would have came out, and you would have
You hear Phil in the back going,
you would have led the YZ to the podium.
Nah, I don't know about that. I just sit on the bike and I go skiing, bro. I don't know. You stand too much. You got good balance. I can't do that, dude. If I put my feet on the pegs and try and stand, I'm yurting off into the hay bales. I don't. I can't do it. But I don't know what was worse. I mean, obviously, I actually really enjoyed my couch and my blanket and watching you guys flounder around in 40-degree weather. What was San Francisco last year versus Foxborough? What's worse?
I think Foxborough, just in the fact that it stopped raining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it would have continued raining, I think it would have been fine. All the mud would have kept off the bikes, and the ruts wouldn't have been so gnarly, because I think the rain would have kept it watered down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it stopped raining, and I don't think 10 minutes later the mud was like glue. It was crazy. So I think Foxborough for sure.
Okay. How many times did you get the double with the finish line? Did you stop it at the end? Because Coop kept hucking it, but you kind of stopped, obviously, because you had somewhat of a big gap. But dude, those fucking in between them doubles were like the valley of death, bro.
Dude, if you picked the wrong line, like I did it, maybe it was the last lap or like 2 laps to go, I hit a hole, and I thought I was gonna get stuck.
Dude.
I hit a hole going up the landing of the double after the finish line, and yeah, it almost broke my wrist, and I almost got stuck. And then you're not gonna believe this, but I did not hit the finish line one time.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah,
but
not once. I wanted
the double
to.
after though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit that. I hit that probably about 3-4 times in the main, maybe 4 times, maybe halfway through. I stopped doing it because the landings, like when they built the track, half of it was mud, and then half of it was dry stuff. And Corey told me they put the dry stuff in the rhythm lanes, and then built the whoops and the Supercross triples out of just pretty much mud.
Jeez.
And so when you landed, I think one kid did it in the 250 heat race, maybe, landed and his feet came up above his head and he went down because the dirt was so soft when he landed. So I was like, yeah, not for me.
AP, so I wasn't there this weekend, but the guys were telling me that you were really close to lapping Coop before the last lap, and then Coop had that last lap of death where he passed 3 guys and got third. Did you see you were close to lapping him, or was that really close? I don't know. I'm just going off what I was told.
No, yeah. So, I mean, I couldn't really tell anybody from anybody.
Okay, yeah.
The only person I could tell was Benny, because obviously I have to look up at him still while I'm on the bike. But no, I didn't even notice until I got off the track and not even, I mean, until I was watching the race back again, and I was like, wow, I was pretty close to getting him, and if I did, I would have never let him live that down. Ever, not once.
Not once. Nice.
Not once.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I mean, dude, he went on a heater on the last.
He went on rails that last lap, dude.
Yeah, he was doubling the
all
finish.
Or nothing,
yeah,
dude.
and then he got Chase, Barsha, and Kenny, I think, on the last lap. So.
Jeez. Crazy.
Hey, Aaron, before you go, who does your Instagram edits, dude? Those things are always cool. I always like seeing them before the races.
Oh, Brandon Goddard. He's you probably know him as BG Creations.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we've been working together for a few years now, maybe like 3-4 years, maybe. Yeah, he kills it every weekend, and then he actually did one of me and Kenny. I think it might have been this weekend. He did one like collab with me and Kenny, and it was awesome. It was really cool. But no, he kills it every weekend. Yeah, he's nobody's stealing because he's He's my guy.
Yeah, he does all Kenny stuff too.
Does he?
Oh, okay.
He does really
Yeah.
good. It's like I always get hyped up for Aaron stuff when I see it. You know,
Right,
good
right.
music and something Phil wouldn't know anything about, right? So
No, Jesus, here we go.
Yeah, Phil. Who does your social, Phil? Because it kind of sucks.
no, Phil has good music on his, but he doesn't know who the fuck it is.
I don't listen to words, man. I just listen to the beat. It's got a good beat, I'm in.
Good thing, Phil. We got a lot of shots, a lot of video of you on the Cowie. Just like we literally got 2 photos. That's all you posted, like 2 fucking photos of you on the Cowie. No vids, no
Yeah.
nothing.
I'm waiting for some video. I'd love to see it.
I go AP. I go too slow nowadays. There's no reason to post any sort of videos or pictures. You know?
Dude, that's when you get good at the whips. You know?
Yeah. Okay, dude.
Go to the gravity cavity, brother, and just freaking crank that thing, and we'll see it, dude.
Let me start. Yeah, let me start my free riding career at 36 years old. Sounds great.
Age is but a number. Age is but a number.
Well, Phil, a couple things from Phil AP's interview. He's scheduled to do Dale Jr.'s podcast next month, and then it sounds like he's going to stay at KTM, Phil. So that's what we got out
That's
of it.
dope. That's really good.
Unofficially.
Unofficially, yes. Yeah.
Dude, I would assume AP's probably bankrolling on those KTM Red Bull cowboy hats that are being sold. Probably making big money off that stuff.
Yeah.
Next subject.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, Aaron, thanks for coming on tonight. Congrats on the win. I mean, look, as I said, you've really turned your season around with or without this win because it's been really good to watch you the last few weeks. But, yeah, this 7th winner of the year. This is a super good season. And, yeah, man, thanks for the time tonight.
Great job, AP.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
thanks, boys.
Hey, AP.
I really appreciate it. Huh?
Go ahead, Phil.
AP, you think Steve could have done 1 lap around that track?
Listen, bud, in the press box, press box, it's easy.
No. AP, just listen. These guys they talk shit on us up in the press box. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. It's kind of this. It's kind of that. Whatever. I bet you 25 grand cash. Steve couldn't make it from the finish line to the mechanics area.
Absolutely, Phil. I could make a lap. Come on, stop it. Stop it.
Dude, you couldn't make it from the finish line to the mechanics area.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
fucking way.
Hold on, before AP goes too. Stu Baylor, does he podium? Yes or no? If he races.
Dude,
That's
honestly,
that's my race tech rant, by the way, later in the show.
Okay.
I don't like these off-road guys all getting their shots in. I don't really like it. Stu's a great rider.
You don't think they're that good that they can ride that?
Dude,
yeah, I think probably. I mean, look where I came from, and I'm winning the thing.
I
think he would have probably not beat me, but everybody else, I don't know. Shane was riding pretty good.
Cody Webb?
I think he
Cody Webb.
could have. I think he could have got third.
There you go.
I just don't like the off-road guys. It's saying, oh, these guys can't, they got to cut the laps down. They're not tough enough. We do 2 hours. Look at us.
Well, be careful. Don't say they. There's like Stu's the only one really good.
No, I saw a woman GNCC racer Instagram going around complaining about that. Yep. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, but
Girls
dude,
calling him out.
Wow.
they don't realize that. I mean, their bikes do get hot for sure, but our motors are
Right.
built for speed.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
and they do not take water like a motor that is built to go
Yeah.
longevity.
Not to mention the radiators aren't getting enough air to cool the bike down, like in GNCC where you're, hauling ass. Like, those guys are badasses. I'm not saying they're not, but hey, guys, if you could make a living in Supercross, you'd be in Supercross. So calm down.
No, we're just talking
Calm
about
down.
mud races.
I know, but just calm down flexing on these guys. First of all,
I'm in
Yeah, but
such
and also like, dude, they gotta understand the suspension factor too, dude. You're out there on Supercross forks, dude. Like, it ain't the easiest stuff to ride out there on fucking chicken shit. You know,
you're right.
Like,
You're right.
I mean, if AP had stock production, outdoor forks, yeah, he probably could have went fucking 6-7 seconds a lap faster just on outdoor suspension alone. But like, okay, that might be a bit of an exaggeration because you still have to be able to
I
double
like
some
where
of the
you're going.
jumps.
I like where you're going with that.
Yeah, but like, there's a sense of comfortability with that. But unfortunately, you still have to be able to jump some of the jumps if you can, and you need the suspension to be able to do it. Like, that's half the problem why you can't fucking make it around corners and stuff, and we look like fucking spodes because you got 2x4s as fucking forks.
Yeah, no,
They were going 2 miles an hour.
yeah, no, you're right. And it's like the AMA is the one who cut the laps down. Aaron Plessinger and Chase
Right.
Sexton didn't go to the AMA truck with their pitchforks
It
and go
wasn't CMRC.
and go. We need
Right.
the laps cut. Like AMA did it. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so that all the Woods guys going. These pussies can't do 20 minutes. Like. Dude, they're not going to the AMA. The AMA is like, hey, we need to cut the laps. Like,
I really don't think they're calling a puss. I think it's just a
No.
shock value. But here's what happens when these off-road guys do flex a little bit.
Yeah.
The moto guys get pissed because I think they don't think that these guys can actually ride good. Ask Phil. He rode a fucking GNCC.
They are good riders, but calm down, man. If you could make a living in Supercross, Stu, you'd be in Supercross.
Oh, man.
That's the bottom line.
But
Aaron Plessinger makes more money than Stu Baylor. It would be great to be Aaron Plessinger. We'd all agree on that.
Right.
So calm down.
We're just talking about mud races, though.
I know, but
peace
calm
and love.
down.
Peace
But
and love.
So complex right now.
I know. Listen. Those guys are badasses. Just quit with the slamming of the Supercross racers. I don't get that part. Like, hey, man, you don't think you don't think AP's a bad dude? Like, it's like for all the reasons Phil just talked about. Like, I don't know. It just bugs me.
It's like a hockey player making fun of a golfer or something.
Blood's
Right.
Crips, man.
Right. Yeah, I just calm down. Calm down, all GNCC guys. Back off, all right? You happy?
Coming from a moto podcast, everybody.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
calm down.
No, listen, those guys are bad. I did 2 GNCCs. They're gnarly. Those guys are gnarly. I've never not complimented those guys, but calm down. Flexing on the Supercross races.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, AP.
Whenever I go back to GNCCs, I'm definitely talking some shit.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna talk some shit.
And Stu's one to make fun of himself. He's posted himself crashing like on the dumbest things. And like AP, you should go in there and be like, "What's the matter, Stu? Can't handle the rut?"
He would love it.
You know,
Stu
like,
would love it.
I know.
I did.
Yeah.
When he me and Stu get along really.
Yeah,
really
Stu's
good.
great. He's been on the show. He's good dude. Yeah.
He when he posted that of his taking the water bottle and crashing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I commented and I said, I'm not laughing at you, Stu. I'm laughing with you.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ray P. Brought to you by Renthal. Good job. We'll see you this weekend in Philly. By the way, might be raining again. So just be ready.
Let's go.
2 in a row, buddy. 2 in a row.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. I appreciate you having me on, boys. It's always a good time talking to you guys. And Phil, come out of retirement this weekend, maybe.
Yeah.
Sign out.
I'll see you this weekend though, but I'll be having a beer in the stand, so enjoy.
All right.
All right. See you, AP.
All right, see you, boys.
Later.
Thank you.
See
Appreciate
ya.
it.